Welcome back guys. 3 amazing games have been added to PC Gamepass this month: Borderlands 3 Ultimate Edition, Commandos Origins, and Diablo 3 Ultimate Evil Edition. Commandos Origins is a day 1 release. In this video I'll be testing these games on my Rog Ally running on Windows 11. Before jumping into the gameplays, I would like to thank Keymailer and Xbox for providing me with a free monthly subscription of PC Gamepass. This subscription gives us access to hundreds of games. We can play these games for as long as we want until our subscription expires. Games from first party Microsoft Studio and even third party studios are available on Game Pass. Even EA Play membership is included. In India, Microsoft even supports UPI mode of payment. I'll kick things off with Borderlands 3 Ultimate Edition, 2K's popular looter shooter. In this game, players complete quests and side missions in single player or multiplayer mode as one of 4 classes. When killed, enemies may drop weapons and gear which can be equipped. New abilities are unlocked as the player gains experience. The Ultimate Edition includes the base game plus all 6 content add-ons and the full collection of bonus cosmetic packs. PC Gamepass version of this game forces us to download the complete Ultimate Edition. We cannot download selective content, and the size of this Ultimate Edition is around 196 GB. Yes, you heard it right. Game's profile did not pop up automatically in Adrenaline software, so no access to Adrenaline settings. Won't be able to use AFMF, so I'll be just using LSFG. It's part of a paid application called Lossless Scaling that sells on Steam Store for around $7 US. LSFG settings, type set to LSFG version 3, mode fixed, multiplier 2, LSFG will try to double the FPS, flow scale set to 100%, type not using any of Lossless Scaling's upscaling algorithms. Sync mode set to default, max frame latency set to 1, draw FPS setting enabled, capture APS set to TXGI, Q target set to 1, clip cursor setting on. Settings, hotkey for enabling LSFG, control alt and S, start as admin setting on, minimize tab. I'll just exit from Steam. For Borderlands 3, I have set the UMA buffer size to 6 GB. My Ally is running on BIOS version 341. I have installed AMD GPU driver, Adrenaline Edition version 25.2.1. Using a 27 watts manual profile, all 3 power values set at 27 watts. 900p resolution, CPU boost disabled. I'll use a custom Afterburner overlay to show you the performance metrics. First, I'll run the game without LSFG, show you the base performance. In-game settings, graphics APS set to DirectX 11. Now, the PC Gamepass version of the game only supports DirectX 11 API. Steam and Epic Games versions of the game support both DirectX 11 and DirectX 12 APIs. Disappointing stuff. Display mode set to Windows borderless, very important for using LSFG. VSync off, resolution scale 100%. Text is very small here, but it is readable. I'm using the medium preset, anti-aliasing set to FXA. These are the settings that come with the medium preset. I'll disable a few post-processing effects. Scroll down. Object motion blur off, camera motion blur off as well. We are in. I'll keep the gameplay short. Entering the vault. DirectX 11 version of the game exhibits occasional stuttering. Show you some combat. There was a hitch there. Here we are not hitting the GPU bottleneck, so the game's performance seems to be limited by the single core CPU performance. The DirectX 12 version of the game runs much better than this. Occasional hitches. I'll just enable LSFG. Apply a 60 FPS cap via RTSS. In the indoor areas, FPS can exceed 60. Press LSFG's hotkey, control alt and S. Yeah, it's working. This is its FPS counter. Can observe the added amount of smoothness. Crosshair is flickering. Game's HUD elements are not flickering though. Oh no, low on HP. Right. Don't want to give up. Fighting for my life. Second win. Died again. Still not giving up. So 90 to 100 FPS with LSFG, but with occasional stutters due to DirectX 11 API. Can't use DirectX 12 API with the PC Gamepass version of the game. Now I'll test the next game. Now I'll be running Blizzard's popular action RPG game Diablo 3. PC version of this game does not support any gamepad. I'll show you how to get an X input controller working with this game. We'll be using a script. It's called Autohotkey scripts. You can download it for free from GitHub. I'll give its link in the description. Just expand the asset section. Click on the .zip link here. Version 4.2. It includes controller configuration for Diablo 3 and Path of Exile Part 1. Just open the zip file. Select all of the files and folders present inside the zip file. Copy, go back, paste. Just extract the contents. Make sure your gamepad is connected to your PC. Now you just need to run this exe file. Configuration form. Click on the drop down bar next to set profile. From here just select Diablo 3. Click on set profile. Window will get minimized automatically. It load up. Click on the second drop down bar. From here select Diablo 3. Click on set key bindings. Scroll down to the end. Just click on launch here. Click on OK. Need to calibrate the gamepad. Just follow the instructions showed at the top of the screen. Start by moving the stick upwards until you hit the frame like this. Rotate the stick. Press any button to continue. Now we just need to move both of the sticks in random directions. Like this, see. Press any button to continue. Do it 3 times. We are done. Close. Save. Yes. Ready to launch the game. I'll just set the UMA buffer size to 5 GB. Restart Ally. Adrenaline settings for the game. VSync on, VSync off. I will be running the game using AFMF2, but first I'll showcase the base game performance. AFMF2 disable for the time being. I've set the resolution to full HD. We are in. Yeah, you can see the gamepad settings here. Just use Adrenaline's overlay to show you the performance metrics. Switch to mouse mode by pressing the left stick. And now I can move the pointer. Show the game settings. Video. Set display mode to window full screen. Everything set to high. Anti-lane set to multi-sample 2 times. VSync off. Effects enable. Apply. Select key bindings. From here just map force move to space key and close all open windows to P key. Apply. Here we are in.
The fallen star is close. There is death.
Gamepad is working properly. FPS is close to 100. That's really good to see. Engage in combat. If you want to move the pointer, just press the left stick. See, now you can move it. Press it again. Back to the normal mode. Use my abilities. Yeah, they are working. VRAM usage is around 2.1 GB. I remember playing this game on my PlayStation 3 back in the day. Good performance on Ally. This is the game running at full HD resolution. Speak with Captain.
Greetings. I am a crusader.
The text is a bit small.
I saw a star falling on this town.
But it's readable. Skip the dialogue. Okay, I'll just use AFMF2 now. Open Adrenaline settings. Press Alt plus R keys together. From here just apply a 60 FPS cap first using Radiant Chill. Idle and peak FPS value set to 60. AFMF2 on. Search mode set to high. This prevents frame generation smoothing effect from getting disabled during fast visual motion. Performance mode set to quality. Back to the game. The FPS increased to around 120. Frame generation lag value 15 milliseconds only. GPU load 95%. Game is running very smoothly. You can try increasing the anti-aliasing setting if you want. Game is looking very sharp.
seen anyone fight like that before. Guards, open.
Now I'll be running Commandos Origins, released just yesterday, a sequel to Commandos series. It's a real-time tactics game in which we lead our commandos to successful missions in a variety of settings, from the wide plains of the polar regions to the vast deserts of Africa, the coasts of Europe and the Eastern Front. This game uses Unreal Engine 5. The performance is pretty average. First I'll be running the game at 900p resolution. UMA buffer size set to 5 GB. This game's profile also did not pop up in Adrenaline software. No access to AFMF 2, so I'll be using LSFG to enable frame generation. First I'll run the game without it. In-game settings 900p resolution. VSync off, using the medium graphics preset. Motion blur disabled. Post-processing quality set to low. Game supports FSR, using its quality preset. I tried using OptiScaler mod to enable FSR frame generation, but it did not work. Game supports X input controllers, there's a character. Yeah, here GPU utilization is around 84%. FPS is close to 40. Game's performance seems to be limited by the single core CPU performance. I'll just zoom out. Play from a top down view. Yeah, FPS dropped to around 34. This is so disappointing. Game is running in a choppy manner. Need to escape from the prison. Zoom in. Highlight enemy's cone of vision. Need to avoid being detected. Just need to press the left D-pad button to highlight the cone of vision.
No chance.
These guys can also spot me.
The front door.
Just prone.
Gotta find another way.
Okay, I'll just enable LSFG now. Before doing that, just set the window option to windowed. Apply. LSFG settings. Type LSFG 3 mode fixed. Multiplier 2 low scale maxed out. Not using any of lossless scaling subscaling algorithms. Sync mode set to default. Maximum latency 1. True FPS setting on. Capture API TXGI. Max frame latency set to 1. True FPS setting on. Capture API TXGI. Clip cursor setting on. Hotkey for enabling LSFG. Control Alt and S. Press its hotkey. Yeah, it's working. Back to the game. FPS with frame generation close to 80. Yeah, animation is looking smoother compared to when the game was running without LSFG. Take out this guy. That was close. Okay, I need to dump the body. Almost hitting the GPU bottleneck. You can drop the resolution to 720p to improve the performance. There's one guy patrolling the area. Look at his cone of vision. Need to do something about it. Seems to be busy. This is my opening. That was close.
So far, so good. We seem to look out for each other.
Oh no, another guy there.
Be careful how we approach this.
Go prone. Zoom out a bit. Take out this guy. I'll just drop the settings to low now. Preset set to low. Motion blur off. Back to the game. FPS increased to around 45. FPS with frame generation 90. It's up to you how you want to play the game. This guy can see me. Look at his cone of vision. I'll use the stealth approach to take him out. Dump his body here. Pick up the body. This guy is busy. He has no idea what's going on around him. Look at his cone of vision, so small. Don't even need to take him out. I'll just leave the area like this. So that's it with the video guys. I hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.